The robot I'll show you today has opened over 100 trades and the results are amazing. I've made real profits, I've made a withdrawal from one of the live accounts and I'm waiting for the next withdrawal. I have to be careful though because there are risks involved and I found a way to minimize it. If I show you the live accounts that we have publicly displayed on the website and I write down FX stabilizer, you will see that I have two accounts. One is a $5,000 live account, the other one is a $1,000 live account. And in the 1K account, the robot made about 50% profit. It had over 100 trades, actually 134 already, and it's been trading for 84 days. The 5K account made 17.8% and it's been trading for 28 days. Did you notice something? The count of trades in the 5K accounts are even more, even though it's been trading for just 28 days. So I have 140 trades for 28 days and I have 134 trades for 84 days in the other account. And I'll show you why that is. I'll first drag on the recording screen this trading platform and you will see that this is the account where I started with $1,000. Here it is, and I've made a profit of about 50%. Now in this account I've been trading four currency pairs. This is the Aussie dollar, the euro dollar, the euro pound and the dollar cat. Here is the withdrawal, and after the withdrawal I have some more profits in the account. Now on the other account, which I have on a different VPS, I am trading 8 currency pairs: the Aussie, the euro dollar, the euro pound, dollar cat, euro yen, Swiss yen and pound Swiss. And in this account I have profit of about 15% because I started with 5K initial balance, and as you know I'm waiting for 20% before I request a withdrawal. However, the stats are very interesting because the performance in the different currency pairs is totally different. Here is a track record for the $1,000 live account and you can see what a steady equity growth until I requested the withdrawal. And here are the four currency pairs it is trading. You can see pretty equal exposure. And with the 5K account I also have very profitable balance line. You can see the currency pairs that have been trading. The most active is euro yen and dollar yen, but quite often the most active doesn't mean the most profitable. If I go to the stats and I click on symbol, actually look at that profit factor of 2.87. It is nearly unbelievable. That is why I found another way to lower the risk in this account, because it's like too good to be true. But if I click on symbol and I arrange them according to the net profit, you will see that the most profitable currency pair is euro dollar. It made nearly 2 times more profit than the euro yen, followed by the dollar yen and the Swiss yen. You can see that the Aussie is losing in this 5K account, but it's been running for 30 days, and the 1K account where I also have the Aussie, and if I click on stats and I click on symbols, you will see that right in here the Aussie is actually profitable. So probably just for the last 1 month the Aussie wasn't really the best market for this robot. Now what I want to do is to minimize the two track records in the following way. So on the top we have the 5K account, on the bottom we have the 1K account. At the most profitable pair in both of the accounts, keep in mind that those two accounts are on two different brokers, so it's not about the broker, it is actually about the market and the robot. So euro dollar no doubts is the most profitable one, but then look at that, for the last 30 days the most profitable was the euro yen, the dollar yen and the Swiss yen, and I don't have these three currency pairs in the $1,000 live account. So my plan now is to put those four most profitable currency pairs with another broker, Black Bull Markets, and I will not put them all in one account. I will open 4 different $1,000 live accounts So I will diversify the risk. If there is a drawdown from one of the currency pairs, it will affect only the account where it is trading, not the whole account, because the risk now is that in this 5k account I'm trading 8 currency pairs. If there is a drawdown with one of them, and if I show the overview one more time, let's have a look at the equity. Because this is a grid martingale system, you can see that one time there was a drop. It fell from $5,200 down to $4,600. Not a big deal, but it may happen again. That is why I want to trade the 4 most profitable currency pairs in 4 different accounts, and I will be monitoring the 5k account monthly, and I will be placing in these 4 accounts the most profitable currency pairs from all of them. So I'll be checking the symbols and I'll be arranging them according to the net profit. And in the 4 new Black Bull accounts, I'll keep trading the 4 most profitable currency pairs. And I've already opened those accounts. You can see that I have 5 new accounts. So the 4 that says FX stabilizer euro dollar, FX stabilizer euro yen. I have the dollar yen, and I have an account for the Swiss yen. So what I will do now is I will transfer funds to these accounts, and with Black Bull Markets it's super easy because I have a wallet where I deposited money, and now I need to select which account I want to fund. So it is that one, and I will just type the transfer amount, which is $1,000. I'll click on proceed, and here it is. The transfer was successful. And I will do the very same thing for the other 3 accounts. And here they are, 4 different accounts for 4 different currency pairs. I'll set up the accounts right after recording this video, and I'll leave the track records down below in the description, so whenever you're watching it, you will see the results. I also want to show you the website from where we found the FX Stabilizer Pro, because there are some track records. There are actually 6 track records. I'll leave it on you to check them all, but I wanted to show the euro dollar because it is the most profitable currency pair. If that track record is real, it shows above 3,600% of gain. Why I say if it was real, because I usually don't trust anybody else. That's the reason we are testing all of the expert advisors on our own accounts. But with the euro dollar, you can see that there were a few drawdowns, and if I click on it, you will see that the biggest one was 13.10% back in 2020. And you can have a look at the performance they have during the years. You will notice that from time to time there are losing months, and probably the vendor reduced the risk just recently. Yeah, so during 2016, probably trying to build a good track record, they were having a higher risk, and you can see that it was making about 20 to 58% was the best in June 2026, and in 2025 they reduced the risk, which makes sense. But if I go to our live accounts and I write down FX Stabilizer Pro, you will see that it actually made above 17% in both of the accounts for the last 30 days. So that's definitely not impossible, but it is risky. That's why I decided to diversify on one more broker and separating 4 different accounts for the 4 different currency pairs, the most profitable currency pairs from the 5k account, and I'll keep doing that. And of course, I will keep you updated. As always, I thank you so much for watching, guys. Before you go, check out this video on my side and you will learn more about another expert advisor I'm trading on live accounts. Don't forget that I love you guys. Trade safe. It means the world to me that you stay with me until the end of the video, and I really appreciate it. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.